And welcome to this third video for TL3171, which is about QuickTime Player and an attempt to give you some ideas for how you can construct the presentation for the second assessment. So what you're seeing now is a screenshot from my desktop. So as my cursor moves around, I'm just on the outside of what you'll see on the video. But as I move this down, okay, you've lost the cursor now. There it is again. As you lose it from the recording, I can still see the cursor at the bottom of my desktop. So let's say I wanted to bring something in, the document, I can still see it clearly, click it and bring it in. And it's just slightly off your screen now, which I can see, but there you go, I can bring it in. So before the presentation, I've had to make sure that I size these up properly. So if I move it down again, you've lost it, but I can still see it. So it's a really useful tool for, you being able to see everything behind the scenes, but obviously just presenting something in a particular way. And there it comes back in again. The only thing we've not got now is the recording. So before your actual presentation, what you'd have to do is go to, I've gone QuickTime Player again, you'd have to go to File and then New Movie Recording, and then the camera comes up and there it is, really large. So before the presentation you'd have to get all of this set up, move that over there where I want it. Now remember, there you go, it's done it already. If you don't click, and I'll just show you with the document, if you don't click on, it was QuickTime Player, View, Float on Top, that will always happen. So now when I bring that document, let's just bring it and pretend we want it there. So now when I bring that document in, it will pop it at the back. If I hadn't clicked on View, Float on Top, this would happen. And it will go over the camera, which is not what we want, is it? So make sure you do that with your video camera. So View, Float on Top. And you can see that in the previous video. So this is what you're seeing now. You're seeing me on the right hand side with the UCLAN badge and then my slides on the left. So this is a really useful way in which you can present your information. And I'm just trying to think if there's anything else on this part of the presentation I wanted to show you. I don't think there is. I think with the previous two videos it's pretty clear what it is you need to do. But the order in which you would do this is firstly go to File, New Recording, and it's a new movie recording. Get your camera set up just like this one that you can see there. To get that set up first, then you get your PowerPoint slides set up. If you want to have a background so you're not just seeing the desktop, remember what I said earlier, if I don't have a background then you just see my desktop like this, which looks really messy. So I just got an image off Google and pop that in, which looks a lot more professional. And then put the image, the camera up and the slides, and then away you go. And save that. If you've got a Mac, it will save it as a QuickTime, well I think it's a .mov file. But the problem with that is your lecturer might not have a Mac or the facility to view it. So you'd either then need to convert it to an MP4 file. There's lots of free software available, websites available. If you just go through a Google search, free websites which will convert the .mov file to an MP4 file, or you could just upload it to YouTube and then use the YouTube link. For those of you that are quite a bit more advanced and using certainly the Mac, then you might even go into iMovies. You can play about with the editing and put different things within the movie or within the presentation. But that's not necessary. It's just if you wanted to do something a little bit extra. And then apparently QuickTime Player is available as a free download on Windows, so that might be something that you decide to do as well. So lots of options. Hopefully you found this quite useful and it will help you when you construct the presentation. There's quite a lot of information in these videos, so have a look over it again. Please use the search facility on Google to find out more information. I'm not a QuickTime movie expert, so I wouldn't expect lots of different questions coming my way, because I can probably only signpost you back to these videos. What you've just realised there is I'm getting a video call from another member of staff, so that's not ideal. Obviously if I was doing a more formal presentation that was being assessed, I'll just shut that down. So just be careful with that. Make sure you turn off all your notifications. Earlier on in a previous video, I had WhatsApp open on my Mac, and then messages were slipping in on the side, so I had to redo it. So just be careful that you're not going to have unexpected things like that coming up. Okay, so good luck with it. I'll include some more information about other options, but that's QuickTime Player done for you, and I hope you found it useful.